When you think about SLR Magic, you probably think straight away about the lenses that they make, but they also do filters as well. Now, I've got the 82mm variable ND filter here from SLR Magic. I've got my A7S Mark II and my 24-70 G Master lens. We're here in Loch, Lomond in Scotland. We're going to get some test shots this morning.
Okay, so a lot of these shots are going to be rather shallow in terms of the depth of field, but that's just to show that I have shot with this variable ND filter to open up the aperture for that effect. And just to make it clear, I do know this person, I'm not just following a random woman in the woods. Here is the variable ND filter. It comes in this little pouch, which won't have stickers on the front because this is a piece of our demo stock. You can see the markings on the side. We've got minimum to maximum in terms of the filtration strength, which is 1.3 to 6 stops of light filtration.
Now what's really nice with these variable ND filters is that they've got a little lever there on the side. It may seem like something small, but it's actually really useful when you're out shooting. It means when I'm shooting like this and supporting the barrel, I can ride my focus, but also I can stretch my finger and feel the lever if I need to change the strength of that ND. It just means that you're not going to encounter any problems with, say, more traditional variable NDs, where you go to do that and your finger slips into the shot because you can't quite feel where it is when you're shooting and looking at the screen on the back of the camera. It just makes for pulling focus and changing the strength of your ND really easy and smooth. Now with more traditional variable NDs, you basically screw them onto the front of your lens, and whenever it gets taut, that's where it's staying because you don't really have any other options to adjust it. But what's quite nice with these SLR Magic Vari NDs is that you've also got this secondary locking ring. So it means you can screw it on, stop at the level of polarization you want, if you want reflections, if you don't want reflections, then you can tighten it in place. And it's something that really sets this ND apart.
The downside to using variable ND filter is that they can cause a colour cast on your image, a shift in the colours. So here is a white car that I've framed up with no ND filter on there. You can see the vector scope in the bottom right, which is displaying the chrominance or colour information of this frame. Now, the white blob in the middle, if you don't know how to read this scope, the further out towards the edge of the circle it is, the more colour information towards that hue is in the frame. As we cycle through the different strengths of variable ND, we want to see that direction move as little as possible. It can go further out or further in because the exposure will slightly change, but we don't want to see it straight off towards other colours. And when we cycle through, it doesn't really move that much, which is great.
You know, when you're using a camera like the A7S Mark II that's got a full frame sensor, you really do need to be using some filtration on the end of that lens because, you know, if you want to stick to the 180-degree rule, you're really going to struggle because these things are really light hungry. They just take in any light that's out there, so you do need to control that. With added features of being able to control the polarization, the little lever on the side, and also that it's got hard stop so you know exactly where you are in its strength, it's a real treat to use. So for more information, head over to wex.co.uk.